palms face high. Just let your body sink into right where you are. Rooting down through your sit bones into the earth. And every breath in and breath out, allow yourself to feel a little more rooted. Allow the roots to grow and expand underneath you. Slowly start to peel back the layers of your mind. Completely surrender to your sense of sound, to your sense of smell, to your sense of taste, and to your sense of touch. And even with eyes closed and eyes behind eyelids, open up to your sense of sight. Slowly let your arms come down by your sides. Interlace hands at your low back. Tuck chin towards chest and start to let your head roll from side to side. And as you roll your head, continue to breathe easy, bringing complete awareness into the sensations that you feel through your neck. Noticing if one side of your neck down into your shoulder is a little bit tighter than the other. And if you do notice that, just linger there for another moment and breathe. Breathing right into the space, creating a little bit more space as you open up through your muscles. And then bringing your head to the ground and slowly come forward into child's pose. So walking yourself back, bringing knees as wide as your mat, sitting down on your heels, and let your arms walk right out in front of you, pulling your heart towards the ground. And take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Let your hands walk off to either side, so separating them until your hands can touch the ground. And let your fingers be your eyes for a moment as you trace the grass and the dirt and the moss with your fingers. And then walk your hands right back through center. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Slowly start to rise up into tabletop, hands under shoulders, knees under hips. And start to let your hips sway side to side, take some shoulder movements, and really just follow wherever your body needs you to go. Let your head roll down and up. Following the sensations that your body is telling you to follow. And then coming right back through tabletop, coming through cow and cat. So in cow, the belly pulls down, your tailbone pulls up, and your heart pulls forward. On your exhale, round through your spine, press into your fingers. Feel chin pull in towards tailbone. Inhale, your belly pulls down, heart pulls forward. And exhale, round through your spine, ground down through your knuckles. Inhale, heart pulls forward. And exhale, round yourself back and then hold right there, really opening up through your shoulder blades, continuing to press down into the ground. And you'll come back into your neutral spine and you'll sit back down onto your heels, curling toes underneath your heels. So sitting down into toes pose, which might be pretty intense. And then just slide your pinky little toe forward. Sometimes it flies back. And so reach both hands up to the sky. Take a deep breath in. Interlace hands overhead. Turn fingers and wrists away from your body. Take a deep breath in. Close your eyes. Feel yourself lift up through your rib cage. Stay right there on your exhale. We'll hold here for another 3 breaths. And at any time it feels like too much for your feet, you can always rise up onto your knees. Another deep breath in. And deep breath out. Inhale. Let your breath go. Inhale deeply. And on your exhale, release hands down to the ground, coming right back into tabletop. And you'll tap out the tops of your feet. Trying to release the sensation. Now really grounding hands underneath shoulders. You'll extend your right leg back behind you. Flex toes towards the ground. Deep breath in and deep breath out. Bring the ball of your right foot to the ground, back behind you to the left. Now you'll turn the left toes off to the left a little. You'll ground down into your left hand and now reach your right hand towards the sky. Let your chest pull forward and your arm pull back. Deep breath in and deep breath out. Another big inhale. And big exhale, and you'll bring this right hand back down to the ground. You'll extend your right leg back behind you. And then bring your right knee back down. And now extend your left leg back behind you. Flex your toes towards the ground. Deep inhale. And deep exhale. Now bring the ball of this left foot to the right. Just hold there for a moment. Deep breath in. Engage through your left quad. Now grounding down into your right hand. You can turn your right toes to the right a little. And now the left hand lifts to the sky. Deep breath in. And deep breath out. Another inhale. And exhale, both hands come right back down to the ground. You come right back into tabletop. And you'll sit back down into child's pose. Noticing how your low back feels. Awesome. Slowly rise back up into tabletop. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips. And you'll extend your right leg back behind you once again. Deep breath in and deep breath out. You'll let the left toes turn off to the left a little. And you'll keep this right leg lifted. Turn your right hip open to the right and now reach your right hand towards the sky. Flex your heel away from your body. Deep breath in and deep breath out. You might even try bending your right knee and bringing hand to foot and foot to hand. Hand coming to the inside arch so you're getting this opening through your right pec and armpit. And press hand into foot, foot into hand. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Slowly release. Right hand back down to the ground. Right knee back down to the ground. Deep breath in. And let it go through your mouth. And then we'll set up this other side. So now let the right toes turn off to the right a little. Extend your left leg back behind you. Ground down through your right hand. And then slowly pivot your left hip open to the left side and reach your left hand towards the sky. Inhale deeply. Exhale deeply. Firm up through this left leg. And then option to bind, bending this left knee, bringing hand to foot on the inside of your left arch. And feeling the left part of your pec open up towards the sky. Maybe your head even lifts high. Deep breath in. And deep breath out. One more. Inhale. Exhale, release. Both hands back down. And then come right back down into child's pose. Again, noticing how that feels in your body. How that feels in your low back. You'll slowly start to rise back up into your second toes pose. So sitting back down on your heels, curling toes underneath heels. And then this time, reach your hands up towards the sky. Take a deep breath in. And you'll exhale as the arms come back behind you. Interlace hands at your low back. So you're making a basket with the hands rather than holding. Roll shoulder blades in towards one another. Lift your heart up towards the sky. Lift your chin up. Now actively feel the chest pull high. And notice if your low back is starting to hurt you. And try and relax a little bit more from your belly button and down. Give yourself one more big breath in there. Stay on the exhale. And then on your inhale, rise up onto your knees, reach your hands to the sky, and then again, tap out the tops of your feet a little. You'll bring your hands back down to the ground, and now you'll come into downward facing dog, lifting hips to the sky. Deep breath in. And deep breath out. And this breeze is perfect, especially for bugs. All right, lift your right leg towards the sky and flex toes towards the ground, heel away from your body. Really ground down through your fingertips and through the base of your knuckles. See if you can soften through your wrists and right where your wrist and hand meet. Deep breath in. And step your right foot through your hands into lunge. So bring your left knee down to the ground. Bring your left hand to the outside edge of your mat. And now reach your right hand towards the sky. So we're making this a wider twist. You can let this right knee now open off to the right side a little bit. As you're lifting right hand high. Another deep breath in. And on your exhale, both hands come right back down to the ground. And you'll step to the top of your mat, lifting your left knee, and step both feet together. Flat back breath in. Exhale, fold back down. Roll up to standing, hands lift straight to the sky. And hands come down through heart center, pressing thumbs right into your sternum. Take a moment to close your eyes. Ground down through all four corners of your feet. And finding an intention to start your practice this evening. Complete presence. Maybe your intention is to just turn your mind off for a moment. Or something far more complex. And on your next breath in, sweep hands back up to the sky. Bring hands right behind the back of your head, interlaced in a little cup. Bend into your knees, send your chest nice and high. So feel the chest pull up, the elbows pull back. But we're not crunched through the low back. So it's really right through this whole heart cavity. And then exhale, fold back down to the ground. Fold down. Release hands to the ground. Hands come to shins, flat back, deep breath in. And now send your left foot to the back of your mat, coming back into lunge, but keep the left knee lifted this time. Press your left hand down, reach your right hand towards the sky. Big twist. Deep breath in. And then exhale, both hands come right back down to the ground. You'll step back into high plank. And then lower your body all the way down to the ground. Nice. Keep hands where they are. We'll come into cobra. So press down into your hands. Lift your heart up just a little. Elbows bend into your sides. Exhale, come right back down to the ground. And then you'll slowly come back through child's pose and back into downward dog. Slowly taking your time there. Moving at the pace of nature. Moving at the pace of our sunset. Lifting your left leg towards the sky. Take a deep breath in. Flex toes towards the ground. Pull heel away from your body. And notice if you can soften a little bit through your arms as your chest pulls in towards the top of your right leg. Another deep breath in. And on your exhale, step your left foot through your hands into lunge. Bring your right hand to the right side of your mat, just opening up this twist, and let the left hand lift towards the sky. The right knee might come down to the ground, up to you. Really feel yourself open up this left pec side of your body. And then on your next exhale, bring both hands back down to the ground. And you'll step both feet to the top of your mat and fold. Feet together, legs together. Hands to shins, flat back, deep breath in. Fold back down to the ground as you exhale. Roll up to standing, hands lift straight to the sky, inhale. And then hands come back down through heart center. Closing your eyes, and then coming right back into your intention for class. Maybe you found one. Maybe it's a new one. Or maybe your mind's blank. But we're just coming back, making sure that's right for us. And then on your next breath in, reach both hands high. Bend knees, bring hands right behind the back of your head. Send your chest nice and high. And then releasing hands to the ground, fold all the way down as you exhale. Flat back, deep breath in. And send your right foot to the back of your mat. Left foot stays forward, lunge. Keep the right knee lifted this time. Right hand down, left hand lifts high, twist. Deep breath in. Stay on your exhale. Another inhale. And then both hands come right back down to the ground. You'll step back through high plank. Lower all the way down to the ground as you exhale. And this time we'll come into up dog. So straightening arms underneath shoulders. Pressing down into the tops of your feet and lifting knees off the ground. So that's only if that feels right for you. And then coming back to downward facing dog, lifting hips high. So in down dog, start to really pedal out your feet, grounding down into your hands. Kind of assess where you're at with your calves and your hamstrings. You might already feel a little release from where you started class. And then you'll lift your right leg back up towards the sky. Take a deep breath in. And step right foot through hands into lunge. Step both feet to the top of your mat and fold. Flat back, deep breath in. Fold down, exhale. Roll to standing, hands lift straight to the sky. And exhale, fold back down to the ground. Flat back, deep breath in. Lift your left leg towards the sky for a brief standing split. And then you'll land your left foot back and you'll come into a lifted lunge. So hands rise up to crescent. Deep breath in and deep breath out. Bend into your left knee a little. Get a little bit deeper and lower. Another inhale. And open up to warrior two. So take a moment to look down at your feet and adjust your feet accordingly. Look right through your fingertips. Reaching towards the center of our circle. Reach forward, flip and reverse your warrior. Reaching all the way back behind you, keeping a nice deep bend through your right knee. And then we'll come into side angle. Bring this right forearm on your right leg. Reach your left hand towards the sky. Continue to ground down through your right heel. Deep breath in. And let your breath go. Reach this left arm up over your ear towards the center of the circle. And then let the left hand come all the way down to the ground on the inside of your right foot. And then come into a twist. Let this right hand lift to the sky or on the ball of your left foot. Right hand high. Let the right arm come all the way back behind you, your pinky towards your right hip. Take a big circle all the way around your body. Reach your right hand up. All the way back up to the sky. So big circles around your body, all the way back behind you, all the way around, all the way back up. One more time. Right arm comes back. And then we'll find our way back into our side angle. So the right hand comes down inside your right foot. Bring the left heel down to the ground. Reach this left hand to the sky. If you're modified, bring the right forearm back up onto your right leg. Deep breath in. And deep breath out. Reverse warrior. So reach this right arm high and over your head, back behind you. And now windmill hands back down to the ground, coming through high plank. Take a deep breath there. Lower all the way down to the ground and make a decision between cobra or up dog based on how your low back feels. And then come right back into downward facing dog on your exhale. Deep breath in and deep breath out. Lifting your left leg towards the sky. Inhale. And step your left foot through hands into lunge. Step both feet to the top of your mat and fold. Flat back breath in. Fold down, exhale. Roll to standing, hands lift straight high. Deep breath in. And fold to the ground as you exhale. Flat back breath in. Keep your left foot down, standing split with the right leg lifting towards the sky. Left foot down, right leg high. And now coming back into a lifted lunge. So ground your right foot back, reach your hands up towards the sky. Deep breath in. Sink a little bit deeper into the ball of your back foot and into the bend in your front knee. It's okay to bend the back knee a little bit more. And then you'll open up to warrior two. So take a moment, adjust your feet, look down at your toes. Front heel intersects the arch of your back foot. And you should feel most of your weight in your left heel. And also through the whole back line of your right leg. Look right through your left fingertips. Really bending deeply through this left knee, reach forward, flip your palm, reverse warrior, deep breath in. Side angle lunge, let the left forearm come on top of your left leg. Reach your right arm straight to the sky to start. So still here, you're grounding down through your left heel. You're also grounding down through the outside edge of your right foot. Start to reach your right arm up over your ear towards the center of the circle. And then it'll slowly come all the way down to the ground. You'll pivot onto the ball of your right foot and reach your left hand towards the sky for a twist. Deep breath in. Let your breath go. So we'll take 3 circles, letting the left arm pull all the way back towards your hip, all the way around your body, reach the arm towards the center of our circle, and then all the way back up and around, all the way up and around. And this time as it comes forward, bring the hand back to the inside of your left foot, reach your right hand towards the sky, and spin your back heel back down to the ground. So you're in a deeper version of our side angle. You can always modify by bringing the left forearm on the left leg instead. reverse warrior. So slowly rise up through warrior 2, flip the palm, reverse, reach back. And then windmill hands back down to the ground. Stepping back through high plank. Lowering all the way or halfway. Up dog or cobra, deep breath in. And child's pose as you exhale. And make this a closed knee child's pose. So bring knees together and let your arms come back behind you. Palms turn up towards the sky. And your forehead gently rests. Awesome. Slowly bring yourself back through tabletop. Hands under shoulders. You'll lift your right leg back behind you. Flex toes, but now you'll bend your knee and lift your foot up towards the sky so you feel your glute engage. You'll take a deep breath in, lift a little higher, and on your exhale, you'll bring that right foot through your hands into lunge. So really see if you can scoot your foot forward so you can find the maximum length in this left hip flexor that feels safe and comfortable for you. So bending down into this right knee. Deep breath in. And deep breath out. Another inhale. And on your exhale, you'll start to straighten into your right leg. So flexing toes towards the sky. Deep breath in. And let your breath go. And start to flow. Start to bend into your right knee as you inhale. Feel your heart pull forward. And on your exhale, you'll straighten out this right leg and bring your hips in line with the left knee. Inhale, bend forward, heart pulls forwards. And exhale, straighten and flex your right toes. One more time, inhale, bend forwards. And this time, as you exhale and straighten, you might even sit down onto your left heel. And then maybe you fold forward over your right leg from there. If that doesn't feel right for you, then you'll just stay here with the hip on top of the left knee and fold. All right, one more breath in there. One more big breath out. So you go ahead and bend back into your right knee. We'll just step right back through tabletop. Take a couple cow and cats. And then a couple other movements that feel good to you. Hips side to side. Some hip circles, some shoulder circles. Awesome. And then you'll let the left leg straighten back behind you, back through your neutral spine. Flex toes towards the ground. Bend your knee. Stomp your foot towards the sky. Feel your glute engaged. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, step the left foot through, hands into lunge. And just scoot your foot forward so that you can bring knee right on top of heel and open up through this right hip flexor a little bit more. Another deep breath in and deep breath out. On your inhale, feel your heart pull forwards. And on your exhale, you'll straighten your left leg, flex toes towards the sky, and let your head fold down. And then inhale, bend, heart pulls. Exhale, straighten, fold, and flex. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten. Inhale, bend. And then exhale, holding and straightening, whichever expression works for you. So you might sit all the way down onto your right heel, or maybe you just stay where you are. Up to you, up to your body. But wherever you are, make sure that your breath still flows. Whether it's in through your nose or in through your mouth is really up to you. And for today's breath work is about breathing comfortably. Start to take your time, protect your body as you bend back into your left knee. You'll come right back into tabletop. Kind of let your hips shake it out. And then you'll come all the way down into your belly. Come into Sphinx pose. So with your forearms forward, your elbows right underneath your shoulders. So you have this really nice natural lift in your chest. You don't have to put a whole lot of work in here. But then as you feel yourself press your pelvis down, you feel your chest and sternum pull right through your shoulders. Your shoulders pull back a little. Take a deep breath in. Big exhale. And you'll take half frog on the right side. So bring the right knee off to the right. And then you can just come all the way down onto your forearms and relax. You'll add a little bit more sensation through the right hip flexor though if you stay up on your forearms. So you can make a decision based on what you want to feel. You might even, come up a little bit more. Just kind of experiment with where you want to be. But if you do come up onto your hands, make sure that you don't feel this big crunch in your low back. And if you do, just come back down onto your forearms. Awesome. And then come right back down onto your forearms. And you'll thread your left arm underneath your right arm. And we'll take a big deep twist. So this left shoulder will come down to the ground. You'll let your whole head come down to the floor, and you'll let the right arm lift up towards the sky. You might even let this right arm come all the way back behind you until it touches the grass. Then you'll come right back up through center. And then come back into a regular Sphinx pose. So let your right leg straighten back down your mat. And then you'll let your left knee open off to the left side and your half frog on the left. Make a decision on how deep you want to be here. Maybe you come down onto your hands like a little pillow. Maybe you lift up a little bit more. Just kind of find where you are at with this. Just let yourself relax. Close your eyes. Be right there in the space with your body, your mat, and nature. Awesome. So if you aren't on your forearms, come right back onto your forearms and we'll take a big twist on this side. So you'll thread this right arm underneath your left arm. Bring your right shoulder to the ground, let the left arm lift up towards the sky, and then fall all the way back behind you. And you can even let your whole back just kind of fall back as far as it can go, accentuating through that twist. And then you'll bring yourself back through center. You'll extend both legs back behind you and now make a pillow with your hands and let your forehead relax right down on your arms. If you feel happy here in this position, you're welcome to stay here for your Shavasana. Otherwise, just allow yourself to roll onto your back. Let your legs straighten down your mat, your arms relax down by your sides, your palms turn up towards the sky. And see if you can give into the earth just a little bit more. Notice if you can soften through your low back and your core. Just let your belly go. Allow your head to feel heavier. Allow your feet to feel heavy. And just noticing the force of gravity that keeps you sealed to the ground. And as you drift into this mindful space, this time for stillness, notice if your intention has changed.